According to a 2016 study from the CDC, approximately 9 people are killed each day in the United States and over 1,000 are injured due to distracted drivers. After speaking with some of you all last week, you had all admitted to at some point using your phone while driving. Texting and driving is a serious issue that we face in the US, and it can change or ruin a life within a matter of seconds. So after researching this topic, I came across some very valuable information that I'm going to share with you all today. And first I'm going to start with a PSA from YouTube, and then I'm going to follow it up with a personal story, and then I'm just going to talk about facts and statistics and a solution that we can take to make sure that we drive safer. So this video is a PSA from Trainer Gray Media, and it's based out of Evans, Georgia.
Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's just supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
So this video is an accurate representation of how fast something can go wrong due to a decision like that, such as texting and driving and being distracted. And this is exactly the case for my friends Cody and Logan. They lived in Slate Run, Pennsylvania. It's a really small mountain town and it has a really small population, but they had lived there their whole lives. They were very familiar with the area and the dirt roads, and probably a little too overconfident when they were driving. So one day, Cody was driving with his brother Logan, and he decided to write back to a couple of texts that he got from his friends. They were trying to plan the night, and he decided to text right then and there as he was driving. He ended up hitting a big rock on the side of the road, and his brother Logan was projected out of the car. He had to go to the ICU, and a couple of weeks after being in the ICU, he developed an infection and ended up passing away. Cody was not able to live with the grief, knowing that it was his fault and it was due to his decision to look at his phone. So he actually ended up taking his life as well. So because of texting and driving, a family and 2 parents lost their only kids, and their lives were ruined forever. So, what are the consequences of texting and driving? Research from the CDC said that there are 3 different types of distractions while driving. One is visual, which is taking your eyes off of the road. Another is cognitive, which is taking your mind off of driving. And then the last one is manual, such as taking your hands off of the wheel. And texting and driving is all 3 of these. So it kind of puts into perspective how dangerous it really is. In 2015, they said that 3,477 people were killed due to texting and driving, and almost 400,000 people were injured. And according to PennDOT, the fine for texting and driving is $50 if an officer catches you, but after state costs, it can go up to $150. And considering a lot of people text and drive each day, that could really add up. And then if you end up injuring someone, you could have up to 2 years in jail. And if you end up killing someone, you could have up to 5 years. So when we compare texting and driving to other distractions, how unsafe is it really? Well, the CNBC said that texting and driving can be more dangerous than a legally drunk driver. They conducted a study with Car and Driver magazine where they installed these red lights at the front of someone's car, and that kind of helped simulate like what brake lights with the car in front of you would look like. So when the red light went off, driver had to step on the brakes. So someone who was distraction free and wasn't legally impaired or anything was able to brake in less than a second. And then somebody who, someone who was legally drunk needed an extra 4 feet to brake. Someone who was sending out an email needed an extra 36 feet to brake, and then someone sending a text needed 70 feet to brake. So when you compare that with a legally drunk driver, they pressed their brakes 4 times slower than someone who was legally drunk. So what can we do, and what could a solution be to texting and driving? The first thing that I urge you all to do, that I will do as well, is to go on to itcanwait.usaa.org and click on Pledge Now. You can sign a pledge to say that you won't text and drive, and sometimes when you do this and you make that initiative, it really sticks in your mind and reminds you of your promise that you had made. There's also a couple apps that you can download if you need more of an incentive or something to really motivate you not to text and drive. One app is called Safe Drive, and this app teamed up with certain participating stores, and pretty much it rewards you in points with safe driving, and then these points can be transferred to stores and used as discounts. So that's a good initiative that I think we could all relate to and use. Drive mode is for AT&T customers only, but it pretty much will silence your texts as they come in, as long as you're driving over 15 miles an hour, and you won't get your texts until you stop driving, but it will alert the people who texted you that you were driving and that you will right back soon. Other things you can do is putting your phone in the trunk or locking it in your glove box, just to keep it out of your sight. Sometimes that helps as well. And yeah, so in conclusion, texting and driving can always wait. It really only takes a couple seconds to ruin your life or someone else's. There's huge consequences if you get caught, and you really don't want to be in that position. I know everybody that we are around, they are super comfortable in their car, but it really is dangerous, and so much more dangerous if you were to be distracted while driving. And if you think of it this way, if you can't wait a few minutes to write back to your loved one, imagine never being able to talk to them again because of your decision to text and drive. So put your phone down, your conversations can wait, and you will talk to your loved ones soon enough if you remain distraction free.